where secrets lie. We chase the horizon under the endless sky, with our camper rolling, adventures in sight. Every mile a story, every turn ignites. Enigma Expeditions, the journeys begin. Unraveling mysteries, let the adventure spin. From hidden gems to paths less known, join us on this ride. Together we have grown.
Feast your eyes on this magnificent beast. This, my friends, is Bêtty, our one-of-a-kind Mercedes Expedition motorhome. She may not be the sleekest ride on the road, but she's got character, and she's ready to take on the world one pothole at a time. Bêtty is a true beast, measuring 24 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 12 feet tall. She embodies the spirit of adventure, freedom, and self-reliance, and we can't wait to share our journeys with you. Bêtty was originally the brainchild of a Dutch former tech CEO named Edwin, who, in a moment of clarity, or maybe just a really good board meeting, decided to trade his suit and tie for a welder's mask and a toolbox. He transformed a Swiss fire equipment truck into this off-road masterpiece. Apparently in Switzerland, even the fire trucks have a certain je ne sais quoi. And now, Bêtty's carrying on that legacy of adventure with us, proving that it's never too late to chase your dreams, even if those dreams involve 11 tons of Swiss-German engineering. Under the hood, Bêtty boasts a naturally aspirated OM422 V8 diesel engine with 240 horsepower and 811 pound-feet of torque. In layman's terms, she's got enough grunt to pull a small moon out of orbit, or at least get us up that really steep hill we've been eyeballing. She's also got a heavy-duty Allison HT740 transmission, permanent all-wheel drive, and locking differentials. Because sometimes a pothole just isn't enough of a challenge. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a good challenge? Bêtty weighs in at around 11 tons empty. Yes, empty. Apparently, minimalist living doesn't apply to expedition vehicles. But hey, she can carry 15 tons, so we've got room for more stuff. Now, adventurers, let's take a closer look at Bêtty's rugged exterior. Those imposing headlights could use a bit of an upgrade, and we're hoping to get those front spotlights working again for maximum illumination. As for that sturdy bumper, well, let's just say it's ready for whatever the road throws at us. Bring on the potholes and the rogue tumbleweeds. We've got a 50-gallon or 189-liter fuel tank, which gives us a decent range, around 300 miles or 483 kilometers on average. Now, intrepid explorers, check out these massive 45-inch Michelin XZL tires. They're not exactly what you'd call fuel efficient, but they can handle anything from a leisurely stroll through a lava field to a casual jaunt across the Sahara Desert. Each tire has a load capacity of 12,000 pounds and weighs a hefty 220 pounds, but that's 400 pounds with the rims and the run-flat inserts. Don't tell my chiropractor. We've got tons of storage space on Bêtty, because when you're exploring the world, you need a place to put all the treasures and souvenirs you pick up along the way. Starting with this box up front. Before we installed these fancy steps, this sturdy lid, or sometimes a rickety old stepladder, was our primary method of entry and exit. Not exactly graceful, but it got the job done, even if I fell on my butt a couple of times. And here's the entrance to our cozy, slightly beige home on wheels. These torque lift scissor steps make getting in and out a breeze, even for those of us with knees that sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies. This box houses our S-Bar diesel heater for those nights when cuddling with the dogs just isn't enough, and our HANA generator, because even off-grid adventurers need to binge-watch Netflix occasionally. We also have more storage back here because you can never have too much storage, right? Plus, access to our 100-gallon freshwater tank and water pump. We even have our Ryobi transfer pump and filter system for when we're boondocking, because sometimes even the most adventurous among us crave a hot shower. Now, let's talk windows. Because what's an adventure mobile without a decent view? These polycarbonate windows are incredibly tough. They could probably withstand a direct hit from a rogue drone. Not that we've tested that yet. And they open, which is nice for those times when you need a little fresh air or when the dogs have been expressing their creativity. But here's the real showstopper. These polycarbonate windows are actually built within these larger safari-style windows that open up completely. It's like having a patio wherever we park, with slightly fewer mosquitoes and significantly less risk of being dive bombed by pigeons. And for those of you wondering how we find our way back to Bêtty after a night of stargazing and questionable campfire cuisine, we've got this handy solar-powered motion light that we can move around. It's not exactly a lighthouse, but it does the trick. This heavy-duty hitch is ready for action. Right now, it's mostly used for towing our egos, but we're in the process of getting a mount fabricated for a spare tire, or maybe even two. Because let's face it, those 45-inch Michelins aren't exactly pocket-sized. We also have 12-volt and 24-volt power outlets back here. We think they're for towing lights, but hey, who knows? Possibilities are endless. And there's the exhaust for our efficient and quiet diesel heater. And speaking of mysteries, check this out. We have absolutely no idea what this port is for. Any guesses? Leave your best theories in the comments below. Over on the driver's side, we've got even more storage. This first box holds the fuel can for the diesel heater, extra fluids for topping off, leveling blocks for those uneven campsites, because nobody likes sleeping at a 45-degree angle, and other miscellaneous stuff we probably don't need but brought anyway. This larger box houses our propane tank, gray water tank, starter batteries, and other critical components. Basically, the stuff that keeps Bêtty running and us from having to call a tow truck, which, let's be honest, would be a pretty epic adventure in itself, but maybe not the kind we're looking for. And this handy hatch gives us access to the cassette toilet and water heater, because even the most adventurous among us appreciate a little indoor plumbing, especially when it's 20 degrees below zero outside. This window not only lets in light and air, but it also serves as a vent for our portable air conditioner. Because let's be real, sometimes even the most rugged adventurers crave a little bit of climate control. And for those of us who can't quite disconnect from the digital world, even when we're trying to escape it, we've got this powerful hotspot antenna. It's perfect for those essential tasks like uploading envy-inducing Instagram photos, checking the latest lottery numbers, and maybe doing a little bit of freelance work. Hint, hint, if you need tech-savvy nomads, look no further. But wait, there's more! We've also got a Starlink mini antenna with a suction cup mount that we can stick just about anywhere. It's perfect for those times when we need a super fast connection, like when we're uploading our latest 4K drone footage, or trying to beat the latest Elden Ring speedrun record. As you can see, every aspect of Bêtty's living quarters has been thoughtfully designed and constructed. Well, almost every aspect. We're still not quite sure what that random port on the back is for. And speaking of dreams, those solar panels up top are helping us power our off-grid adventures. They keep our batteries topped up so we can run all of our essential appliances like the refrigerator, lights, internet, laptops, etc. We've also got a marine-grade hatch up here, right above the bathroom. It provides excellent ventilation and natural light, because even when you're roughing it, a little bit of luxury never hurts. Plus, it's a great escape route if the dogs start snoring too loudly.